Guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here from the Tynt Meadow or Tynt Meadow. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it says it on here. But this is a British Trappist beer, 7.4 alcohol by volume. English Trappist ale, strong ale brewed by the monks of Mount St. Bernard Abbey, Charnwood Forest. So this is a re-review, I'm pretty sure. I've had this beer before. The lovely Adam from Mersey Beers. Why is it like that? Mersey Beers sent it to me, so thank you, Adam. Found this one over at Vintage Estates, Boardman, Ohio, Route 224, right on the other side of the Pennsylvania border. Pretty cool. Let's open it up. Throw it in. We'll throw it in the old St. Fouillon glass. Give it a pour. Soft pour. Good. Keep a little sedimentation in there. Wrap it around. Sorry, a little Dirty Glass Mafia. As you can see, the Dirty Glass Mafia is chaos on this one. Look at that. That's Dirty Glass Mafia. Way more Dirty Glass Mafia than I wish it was there. There you go. All right, just want this thing to breathe a little bit. Now this is going to be an older bottle, obviously. So this is good until July 27th, 2024. And there's no way in heck the shelf life is only like 6 months or a year. It's got to be having a pretty long shelf life. So that is going to be a interesting thing. I got to see what the shelf life is about on this beer, because this could be, they say they put a lot of Belgian brewing companies and stuff that I've seen, you know, they put 5-6 years as a shelf life. So that's interesting. Maybe they only put 1 year. That's ridiculous. You know, obviously, because we're not there yet, so it can't be 1 year. Like I said, a lot of the Belgian ones that I've seen have like 5-6 years shelf life. So it is interesting. If I could figure out what the shelf life is on this Tynt Meadow, I'd be able to kind of verify how old this beer is. This beer we made returned to the 19th century tradition of brewing in our abbey. When our brethren arrived in 1835, they settled in a poor cottage on Tynt Meadow, now an extension of our Masonic enclosure. Strong dark ale ferments in the bottle, stored in a cool, quiet place, poured gently at 9 degrees C. Ingredients are water, barley malt, sugar, hops, yeast. All right. And then it's in French as well. Il malt de hogar, sucre, I can't say that, sucre, humbolon, and levure. So I see it in French underneath here. That's pretty interesting. Malt de hogar, so it's barley malt. So product, Colville, UK. Cool. Oh, here you go. Yeah, and then again, brewed by the monks of Mount St. Bernard Abbey, UK. Cool. Always cool to find something like this, because you just don't. You know what I mean? Around here, anyway, you just don't. So here we go. I wanted to give it a little bit of chance to breathe, kind of like acclimate itself, getting like, what the hell? I'm in a fucking Pennsylvania house in the woods. What happened to me? You know what I mean? A lot of people wake up in this place and have the same thing. So the beer could probably have that same reaction. Who knows? Anyway, here, let's get a aroma on it. Okay. There is a nice spiciness coming off this. Very brown bread. Brown bread, soft burnt caramel tonality coming off this. bright kind of spiciness, like pepper mixed with a hint of clove in the bottom. Let's get into it. Cheers. That has a couple different layers to it. It wants to be sweet, but it never gets there. It has different like little crusts and bumps and layers. It goes from brown bread to a hint of toffee caramel to a bit of almost dark chocolate or like a semi-sweet milk chocolate. But it doesn't get sweet. Then it goes back down into like that burnt caramel, toffee, brown bread kind of tonality, spicy earthiness. It kind of does that when it goes down. It's very interesting. Yeah, there's a hint of chocolate in here, but it's very subtle and it's not sweet at all. But there's a nuance of it in there, of a chocolate that kind of rises up in those peaks and goes down and goes down. So it's some of that toasted malt coming and bringing some of that. Extremely subtle, extremely smooth. Well, it's only 7.5 or something, right? 7.4. This would be a great beer to have with any meal. This would pair great with almost any traveler's meal. Nice earthy spiciness in the back of the palate. A hint of a coppercorn, but very subtle. Yep, spicy earthiness. There's a little bit of coppercorn in the back of the palate, but again, ever so subtle. Very smooth, very approachable. But very flavorful too. And those flavors are just so nice, and they're just so cohesive, Joe. And they just blend together so well. They just kind of like slowly fall down, and you're just left with that nice bit of like a toasted brown bread earthiness, mix it with a little bit of a spicy pepper and coppercorn, and just a little bit. And that coppercorn is so subtle. Don't put that off. It's there in the beer in different stages, but it's not abrasive at all. It's very nice. Yep, nice little treat. I've had a lot of Trappist ales for sure, and dark ales. I'm going to give this one an 8.5. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye. Watch that finger. Here it comes. Woo-woo!